Hey everyone, and welcome back. Before we begin here today, please make sure that you like and subscribe because it really does help our channel and it also helps us reach others in need of assistance with these topics. So in today's video, we're going to be going over trigonometry and we're going to be looking at how to use the law of sines and or the law of cosines to solve for certain angles or dimensions of triangles. And this will be our sixth part in the series. So what we have going on is we have this large triangle, which is broken up into two individual triangles. And we are given some angles here of 15 degrees and 40 degrees. And we are also told that AD is equal to DC here. And we are looking for this angle of X up here by corner B. So what we're going to do here is that since we are only given angles for this triangle, we aren't given any measurements and dimensions. We are only told that AD and DC are equal. Whenever you have triangles like this, where you're just given dimensions and or given angles and not given the dimensions, that means that you can pretty much set the dimensions to anything that you want as long as you're consistent throughout. So since AD and DC are equal to one another, I'm just going to set them both equal to just 6 units. And that could be centimeters, millimeters, feet, inches. It doesn't really matter because the angles are really dictating what goes on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to isolate out this right side triangle here of BDC, not a right triangle, but the triangle on the right side. So let's isolate that one out and let's look at this one. So we're told in the beginning that this angle over here on this side of D for the other triangle is 40 degrees. So since it is a straight line, this means that this angle in here would be 180 degrees, subtracting off that 40 degrees, which leaves us 140 degrees in here. So with a triangle, the total is 180 degrees on the inside. So what that means is this angle down here at C would be 180 minus off 15, minus off 140, and that leaves me with 25 degrees down here. I also set DC equal to 6 right here. So what I'm looking for out of this triangle is I'm looking for my side BD. So to find side BD, what I can utilize is that I can utilize the law of sines, which the law of sines is simply your side A over the sine of the angle that's opposite, which is equal to your side B over the sine of the angle that's opposite, or you could write it like this. Just inverse it, where you have sine of A over the opposite side of A is equal to the sine of B over the opposite side of B. So looking at what I have here, if I'm looking for my side BD, the angle that is opposite that is the 25 degrees. Well, in order to find this one, I need to know another angle in the side that's opposite it. Well, do I know the side that is opposite the 140, which would be BC? No. But with the 15, I do know the side that is opposite it, which is the 6. So I can set up my law of sines equations like this, where I would have sine of 15 degrees over the side that is opposite it, which is the 6, is equal to the sine of the 25 degrees, which the side opposite the 25 degrees is the side I'm looking for, of BD. So I can rearrange this and solve for BD, which would just be cross multiplying and dividing. We would have 6 sine of 25 degrees all over the sine of 15 degrees. And of course, it's not going to be a nice number when it pops out here, so we'll just have to do some rounding. It is 9.797. Once again, we are leaving this as whatever units you want. So that would be my side BD. So now that I have side BD, let's jump over here to my left side triangle of ABD, and let's work with that one. So with this triangle, I know the side of BD, which is 9.797, and I also know AD since I set it at the start equal to 6. So with this one, I know a little bit less information here. But in order to use the law of sines here, what I would need to know is I would need to know this side over here of BA or this angle in here of A. And since I don't know the angle up here of X, which is what I'm looking for, let's try to target this side of BA first. And how I'm going to do that is that I'm going to use the law of cosines to solve for that side BA. Which the law of cosine states that I need two sides and I need the angle that is opposite the side I'm looking at. Well, the side that I'm trying to find here is BA, and the angle opposite that is known at 40 degrees, which was given at the start of the problem. And then I know the other two remaining sides. So let's go ahead and set up our law of cosines equation here, which would be BA is equal to the square root of one of my sides squared, which would be 6 squared, plus the other side squared, which is 9.797 squared, minus off 2 times my sides of 6 times 9.797, and then multiply by the cosine of the angle opposite the side I'm looking at, which is BA, so that'd be the cosine of 40. So solving all this out, that gives me a side of BA equal to 6.475. So this right here is 6.475 from A to B or BA. So now that I know all my sides of my triangle, what I can do is I can use the law of sines to find my angle of x. Because I have a connecting side with the angle that's opposite it, which is the 6.475 to 40. And then the x is opposite my 6 here, so I can just solve for x then. So utilizing the law of sines once again, I can find my final answer. So I would have the sine of 40 degrees over the side that it's opposite, which is 6.475, is equal to the sine of the angle I'm looking for, which is x, and the side that is opposite it, which is the 6. So once again, just cross multiply and rearrange here. And we end up with x is equal to the sine inverse of 6 times the sine of 40 divided by 6.475. And this gives me an answer, once again, rounded off, of 36.58 degrees. And that's how you would find that missing angle of x utilizing the law of sines and law of cosines. So I hope this video is helpful. And if you want to see more problems solved this Friday, please check out the other videos on our channel. Also, if you haven't done so already, please like this video, leave a positive comment below, and subscribe to the channel because all of that does assist us. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day.